I'm Anil Kumar. Here is a question from previous test paper on algebra. In grade 6, they introduce you to the concepts of equations and it has been taken from there. The question here is, in a fruit bowl, there are thrice as many apples as oranges. Altogether, there are 28 fruits. Write equations to represent the situation and find the number of oranges and apples. So let us see how to represent the information given in the word problem, form equations and solve to find what is required, right? So let's begin. The first statement is, in a fruit bowl there are thrice as many apples as oranges. So we say we have apples and oranges. We say let A represent apples. And B represent, let's say O. O represents oranges. So when I say apples and oranges, I mean number of, right? So you say number of. Let me write number here. Number of apples and we are number of oranges. Is it okay? Number of oranges. Okay. So we have defined two variables, A as the number of apples and O as number of oranges. Now if you read this statement, it says, in a fruit bowl there are thrice as many apples as oranges. Now what it means, we have more apples, right? Thrice as many apples as oranges. So we have more apples. How many times more? 3 times more. So we can write the number of apples A is equal to 3 times number of oranges. Is that okay? So let me just draw it like this so that you don't confuse with 0, right? So this is my O. Okay. So apple is 3 times oranges. Now here we have altogether there are 28 fruits. So 28 fruits altogether, that means sum of apples and oranges is 28. So we get the second equation, which is A plus these oranges is equals to 28. Okay. Write equations to represent the situation and find the number of oranges and apples. So we have two equations. We have two variables. Let's number them. So this is my equation number 1. This is equation number 2. If you have two unknowns and two equations, you can always find their value. Now in this case, A is 3 times oranges. We can substitute this value here. So we'll have equation in one variable, correct? So we'll substitute. We write number of apples, say equation 1 in 2, right? So it means we're substituting A from equation 1 in 2. So we get, instead of A, I'll write 3 oranges, right? So 3 times oranges it is, plus oranges is equals to 28. So that is the equation we get. And this equation is in one variable. So what we get here is equation in just one variable. A and O are the variables. They can take up any number, right? That's why their number can vary, right? So equation is just in one variable. Now we do not have A in this. Only we have number of oranges. Now if you have an equation with one variable, you can solve it, right? So let's do this part now. We have already written the equations. Write equations to represent the situation and find the number of oranges and apples. So let's solve for oranges and apples. Okay. So what we know here is that 3 times oranges plus oranges is equals to 28. So 3 and 1 is 4. So 4 oranges will be 28. So number of oranges will be, we can divide 28 by 4. And so we get number of oranges as 7. So we have 7 oranges. Now if you know that the oranges are 7, how will you find apples? Well, from equation 1. So we say apples is 3 times oranges. Now oranges are 7, so we have 3 times 7. 3 times 7, right? You may write like this in the bracket, it means multiplication, or you can use the multiplication sign. 3 times 7 is 21, right? So we get 27, 3 times 7 is 21. So we get 21 as the number of apples. Now in a word problem, you should always clearly write down the answer. It says, write equations to represent situation and find the number of oranges and apples. So we can say number of oranges is 7 and number of apples, which is 3 times, is 21. So that is how you should be solving this type of question. I'm Anil Kumar and I hope that helps. You can always share and subscribe my videos. Thank you and all the best.